Boys, we have a problem because KSI is jealous. He left the Sidemen to do his own thing because he wants to become a brain rot AI slop content maker. That on its own is fine, but I'm going to explain you why it's mathematically impossible for him to reach the same levels of success as Ryan Trahan, IShowSpeed, MrBeast, and I can go on and on and on in this current format, and why it's impossible. For this, I will show you the YouTube ecosystem. But first, look at this picture, or not. Why did the picture disappear? There was a picture with Speed and MrBeast. They own their respectable, they both own their market. They are the best in their market. MrBeast with just entertainment content and extreme TAM, wide, total addressable market videos. And Speed is the same thing, but for streamers. They both run their markets, and KSI kind of wants to be both and wants to do some streaming, wants to be the new MrBeast. I assume he wants to do streaming as well. I don't know, but I'm quite confident he also wants to do that. So before I start, look at this beautiful Miro that I made. Now I will start explaining it so it actually makes sense to you. We run a YouTube marketing agency, me, myself, and the people, my best friends that I work with. We do about 7 figures a year. Not spectacular, but we are good at what we do, and we work with industry leaders like Ken McElroy, George Gammon, Jeff Snyder, blah, blah, blah. We make them a lot of money, and that shows that we are good at YouTube. So that's my credibility, and that's why I want to explain to you why we think, or at least I think, but I'm sure the boys will agree, that it will be very difficult for KSI to dominate the market that MrBeast is dominating. So you go on YouTube, right? Homepage, YouTube. There's a few boxes that you can check. Sometimes you're in the train, you just had a hella stimulating day, and you just want to listen to music. And then, sorry, my personal favorite, I am white, but I do listen to only black music. Do with it whatever you want. Lil Baby, my favorite artist. That's the purpose of YouTube. Sometimes I have YouTube Premium, so then you can just listen with your phone turned off. You just keep your phone closed, and you can play music. Or Spotify, but some people use YouTube for that. Some people, like my mom, for example, she watches the news and she's all over the news, like important, what's gonna happen, blah, blah, blah. She watches news videos, and a lot of people watch news videos. We also even make news videos for clients. Very important, but that's a certain use of YouTube. Some people use YouTube for their news information. Some people, that's how I started making money online, use YouTube to learn skills. I learned making money online and mentality and mindset shifts with YouTube. I started with watching Hamza content, Alex Becker, Charlie Morgan, Sam Evans, some Alex Ramosi, but I was already further ahead when I found him. So the biggest help, in my opinion, were Charlie Morgan and Alex Becker. They were best for my development in making money online, the whole mindset that you need to have, blah, blah, blah. I use that. Some people use it for streaming. IShowSpeed posts his live streams, and he's live streaming on YouTube, but he also posts videos cut out of the live stream on YouTube. And some people watch those clips and they want that feel from watching those YouTube videos. Then you have all of that. That's educate. Speed is in the bucket of entertainment, but this is all more serious / specific use of YouTube. You go there to learn. You go there for news, relevant information. You go there to listen to music or whatever musical or a comedian, like specific use. This is what most people watch. They watch entertainment / streaming is also entertainment, but it is really its own bucket. They use it for that. And they turn on their phone in their bed usually, and they just lay there in their bed, distracting themselves for like 4 hours, 5 hours before bed, or maybe even during the day, or at school, at university. And they do that every single day. So that's a lot of the content on YouTube is entertainment. I really make the difference between educational and entertainment. Those are really the biggest ones. Music has also, like, you have also YouTube Music. That's its own app, so it's not really part of the ecosystem. Whatever. I use it as an example to explain. You have entertainment in solo creators and in group creators, which is hilarious because my guy here already was part of the biggest group on YouTube. That's hilarious, but he quit it, so he's not anymore. There he is with his bandana. But yeah, he's not really part of it anymore. Can I cross him out? So solo in entertainment, solo in streaming not really relevant. Don't really know what his plan is with that. I do know that this KSI wants to attack MrBeast. He wants to be similar to MrBeast. He wants to overtake MrBeast if he could do that. And yes, we all agree out of all these people, KSI was the biggest character personality in the Sidemen. He said that on a few podcasts. Yes, that is true. Of course it is true. If you say it's not true, you're lying to yourself. You could say that W2S, I don't know what, Harry is his name, is the most funny or the most entertainment, or maybe you enjoy any of the other guys, but KSI was the biggest entrepreneur guy personality in that group. That is true. He probably felt like he outgrew the group. That's a little bit of a weird view to look at your group, but he said that. So he wants to attack this fella. Hello. Sorry, these videos can't be that serious. I have to be goofy sometimes. He wants to attack MrBeast. So in the entertainment industry, you also have certain buckets. Just like I told you, YouTube has certain buckets. You have entertainment, streaming, education, news and shit, music. I probably missed a few, doesn't matter. In the entertainment, it's super big. You have buckets. That's how big it is. You have Julian Petrulis with the lifestyle, the entrepreneurship, rich content. You have Samo Anua, Imangatsi posts vlogs about it as well. A lot of people do this. A lot of rich entrepreneurs mainly make lifestyle / travel. Rich content. Braz is one of them as well. You have kids and teenagers. Ryan Trahan. I sometimes enjoy his videos as well. And now I'm 23. For example, I never watch MrBeast. I can't click on it. It's just, even with Cristiano Ronaldo, which is one of the guys I looked up to when I was younger, I just can't watch it. It's too cringe. It's too young. But Ryan Trahan, I sometimes watch his videos. I find it very enjoyable. His travel videos mainly. Then you have Celine Depp, the Belgium girl. So we speak the same language. I'm Dutch, it's that interconnection. Very irrelevant, but I just wanted to flex with the fact that I could understand her native language. She makes football content. And females on its own is also its own niche. Females like to watch females on content. So her being a female football YouTuber creates its own niche as well, but I didn't want to make this too complicated. But in general, I think she's the biggest football creator on YouTube. But you have a lot of other ones. I'm not that educated in the football niche on YouTube, so can't really name them, but there's a lot. Erling Haaland himself, the football player, he also makes football content, also falls into this bucket. She competes with the football guys, he competes with his competition, and Julian Petrulis competes with all the other rich guys on YouTube. Then you have the Feastables guy with his quirky smile and his chocolate bar himself. Sorry, Ninja, for using this picture. And I don't know who this guy is, but I asked Harvey, my best mate, who the biggest travel guy was on YouTube, and he said this dude. So he dominates the travel space. You have Ninja with the gaming. You had T-View. When I was a little bit younger, I watched his Fortnite videos. So we have all these guys, right? We have all these buckets on YouTube. And KSI, here he is, he wants to overtake MrBeast, right? He said, I'm going to compete with MrBeast. I'm too big in the ecosystem for groups. I'm too big for the Sidemen. I need my own stuff. I'm going to go solo. I leave the Sidemen and I'm going to attack MrBeast. The thing is, if you think about brain rot content, or you think about football content, or you think about lifestyle content, there's usually one of these guys that comes up into your mind. If you think about Barcelona, you think about Lamine Yamal immediately. If you think about the Dutch national team, you think about Virgil van Dijk immediately. There's always an outlier in each group and bucket, and these are the outliers in their respectable buckets. KSI, he wants to attack one of the buckets, which is entertainment brain rot, with mainly everyone under like 15 years old that can watch it. I don't think anyone over 18 can watch it anymore, maybe a few 16-year-olds, but I don't believe that anyone over the age of 18 still watches MrBeast. He wants to overtake MrBeast or compete with MrBeast, but that already exists. Like, there's already so many people that do what MrBeast is doing, but also he didn't become famous for that kind of content, like extreme challenges, one guy versus 100 goalkeepers, blah blah blah. Yes, he got famous with travel content, with like spending money, with eating challenges, with football content, but not specifically with talking to the super young audience. Like Sidemen, all the people that grew up watching Sidemen, they're like 22, 25, maybe 32 right now. So not even his core audience. And MrBeast, he already jumped into all the gaps that existed in entertainment. He became the biggest entertainment guy. So if you think about one guy in a circle for 24 hours, he did that. Burying himself alive, he did that. The cheapest versus the most expensive cruise ship, he did that. Like, he dominated every single aspect of entertainment, the most extreme versions. So what would happen if KSI is going to try and compete with MrBeast, he needs to copy him because there's no original content anymore that MrBeast didn't do, because the MrBeast has the whole team behind it. He's like 5 years ahead of KSI. He started way earlier with these extreme challenges. And sorry, I'm looking outside because I'm in a new workspace right now. I'm in my sister's room. What do you guys think of my sister's room? You like it? It's pink. And currently a bunch of cars driving around and it distracts me. But KSI, he's at least 5 years behind MrBeast. But MrBeast also already made all the content. Same thing with Celine Depp. If she wants to make a video like Haaland takes 100 penalties against the best goalkeeper, which is maybe Courtois or something, then those football players would say yes to her. They probably don't want to do it with KSI because he's not the biggest football YouTuber in the space. They want the most exposure, so they go with Celine Depp. Let's say Erling Haaland. I know a lot about football, so I just use the football players as an example. Or Drake. He wants to make a video with someone, then Julian Petroulas is the richest entrepreneur on YouTube that I know of. So it's fire for Drake to do that with him because he's the biggest one, you know? If he wants to make a travel video rating airlines or something, he's going to connect Ryan Traham. But KSI is not in that conversation. Yes, he made boxing content. Yes, he did food challenges. He did videos with celebrities as well. I think he even did a video with Erling Haaland. But he's not going to dominate anything because MrBeast already did that. And she's doing the football shit. He's doing the gaming. He's doing the travel stuff. So if KSI wants to become an industry leader, he can't compete. He can't copy someone because then you just become the second. Who's the second fastest guy in history? You know who's the best kickboxer. You know who's the best or who's the richest man, Elon Musk. But you don't care about who's second. So his whole idea of leaving the Sidemen, which was already an industry leader, to compete with MrBeast, he might make more money doing this. He might get more views, but you don't accomplish anything. Like everyone will always think of MrBeast as the guy in entertainment. Like, okay, hands down, he's the best. For gaming, Ninja, I honestly don't know. I'm not 12, so I don't know who's leading that right now, but maybe it's him. For all these things, they are the faces. So if KSI wants to dominate, he needs to pick his lane. So let's say boxing, sure, he can become the biggest boxing influencer in the world. Easy. He could make videos with Rico Verhoeven, the Dutch guy, and I honestly don't know many other guys. Logan Paul, of course, but that's not a serious boxer. You know what I mean? They would say yes to his idea. If he sends a DM, they will reply. But these are already filled, these spots. These are already taken. If he wants to dominate MrBeast, which sounds hella gay, but if he wants to be better than MrBeast, he needs to do more extreme. So he needs to blow up 100 cruise ships or something. Or he needs to do something extreme, like buy 500 Lamborghinis and give them away to people in Somalia or something, or in Zimbabwe, for example. He needs to do better than MrBeast, which is just not gonna happen. It's a useless competition. It's a useless race. He's not going to win it. He's not even going to get close. Yes, he might get more views than he did before. Maybe more kids will know him because of it. He might make a little bit more money. But everything over 10 million, you really don't notice anything anymore. Yes, maybe you can now buy a yacht. Amazing. You can maybe buy 2 more villas. Sick, bro. Fucking amazing. Like, no, he already has all of that. So, KSI, if you see this, sorry, bro. You definitely didn't watch 10 plus minutes of this video. But it's useless. And it's more so providing value to you as the viewer from my side. If you want to make educational content, and like what I'm doing right now with the YouTube thing, I want to become the best at educating people on YouTube and making money with YouTube with our agency. I want to be the face just with the other guys that are also making videos about it. We want to dominate that space. You got to be the best and you got to be better than the people that's already doing it. And you need to have a unique angle, but he doesn't have a unique angle. He said he wants to do better. He wants to do the same thing as MrBeast, and I saw his videos. It is the same thing. So he's never going to be better by doing the same thing. So if you want to make any content, maybe you want to go to football matches and report from there and talk to the players, do something unique like what Speed did, barking to people. I mean, probably not a good idea, but it worked, and he's now world famous, and he's super famous, one of the most famous people on YouTube in the entertainment industry. That is only because he did something new. He did something unique. So if you want to do that, don't do what they all did. Don't copy them. Do something new. Do something unique. Do something that other people didn't do yet, or they didn't really care enough to make it good. Like these YouTube videos that I'm making, there is a shitload of content about it, but in my opinion, the real value is not out there yet. The best content is not out there yet. The people that are actually doing it every day is not out there yet. So that's why I'm making these videos. Anyway, watch any of the other videos. I think it's here or here. Watch any of the other videos on my channel, and I'll see you there. Goodbye.